and this is part 4 of my bookshelf tour. I will be doing next all of my horror genre books. So let's get started. There is a lot. First up, I have Horns by Joe Hill, House of Leaves by Mark Danielewski. I think I said his last name right. The bind-up of the Scary Stories trilogy. I also have it in paperback. This is the bind-up of this one. You guys will probably remember these books, where we have the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, more Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and book 3, which is Scary Stories, more tales to chill your bones. So yeah, all of these 3 are in this nice handy dandy hardcover. Something Dangerous by Patrick Redmond. The Red Dragon by Thomas Harris, the first book in the Hannibal Lecter series. Silence of the Lambs, this is the sequel to Red Dragon. Rotters by Daniel Cruz, I think. Quiver by Holly Looning. Autumn by David Moody, and this is a zombie novel. Firefly Rain by Richard Dansky. Scarlet by Thomas Empson. This is a vampire book. The House of Dead Maids by Claire B. Dunkel. Asylum by Madeline Rowe. Murmurings by Carly Ann West. The Alan Wake Files by Clay Stewart. Like I said before, this is kind of like a graphic novel slash something. I don't know. Wither by J.G. Passarella. This is about witches. Lunar Park by Bret Easton Ellis. Monster by Frank Peretti. House by Frank Peretti and Ted Decker. The Oath by Frank Peretti. The Strain by Guillermo del Toro and Chuck Hogan. And the sequel, The Fall by Guillermo del Toro and Chuck Hogan. Dreams of the Dead. The Waking is the series name, but Dreams of the Dead by Thomas Randall. The sequel, Spirits of the Know by Thomas Randall. Dracula the Undead by Dacre Stoker. Crawlers by Sam Enthoven. The White Devil by Justin Evans. Of course, after I filmed all yesterday, well, not all, but like 30 minutes yesterday on my bookshelf, I somehow kept turning it off instead of on. So it was totally backwards. It was, I would push the button because my kids would walk in, and then so I would be filming me reading what books I needed to include in the bookshelf tour, and then I would hit the button to turn it back on, but I'd be turning it off. So I missed the rest of my horror books. So I have to finish it today. Let's get started. The Tales of Terror from the Tunnel's Mouth by Chris Priestley. This is number 3 in his short story collection series. Something Strange and Deadly by Susan Dennard. Cable by Clive Barker. The House of Lost Souls by F.G. Cottam. The Turning by Francine Prose. The Monstermologist series, which the first one was really good. I can't wait to finish the rest of them, but this is The Monstermologist by Rick Yancey. The Curse of the Wendigo by Rick Yancey. The third book, The Isle of Blood by Rick Yancey. The Final Descent. Descent? Yeah. Descent by Rick Yancey. Next I have Damon Hall by Andrew Nance. Beyond a Ghost Story by Graham McNamee. Girl of Nightmares by Kendar Blake. This is the sequel to Anna Dressed in Blood. Misery by Stephen King. And lastly, I Am Not a Serial Killer by Dan Wells. Now back to the regular video. Goodbye. That concludes my bookshelf tours for today. I did horror and I also did my, science fiction and dystopian and steampunk. I said I was going to do my mystery thriller suspense shelf, but that is lower, and so I will do that on Thursday along with my other bookshelf. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful week.